Hello and welcome to your campus news station, Pioneer Web TV. I'm Kylene Glover.
And I'm Alexandria Leavenworth.
It's the end of the school year, and Cal State East Bay is celebrating its graduating seniors through 5 commencement ceremonies taking place on the Hayward and Concord campuses. The ceremonies for the 4 colleges will take place on the Hayward campus on June 15th through 17th. The East Bay community will also welcome 3 individuals at the commencement ceremonies where they will be awarded honorary doctorate degrees of humane letters. Ellen Toscher is a former East Bay Congresswoman and served as the Undersecretary of State for Arms Control and International Security Affairs until February 2012. She was also the first person to donate her congressional papers to CSU East Bay's Library Archives in 2009. Lenny Williams, a Bay Area R&B and soul singer known for his lead vocalist in Tower of Power, will also be honored. And third honorary is CSU East Bay alum Richard Sherratt, who is the founder of more than 15 companies and a former Alameda City Council member. Sherratt is also included in Cal State East Bay's Athletic Wall of Fame for his lead role as pitcher for the Pioneer baseball team. President Morishita will welcome these honorary guests, promoting them as lead role models to the 2012 graduating class.
Cal State East Bay's alumni and staff member April Rodriguez has soloed as the first female sound engineer of San Francisco's Beach Blanket Babylon for over 3 years now. Rodriguez works at the show 1 day a week for 2 back-to-back weekends to operate the soundboard for the popular musical. After graduating from CSUEB in 2005, Rodriguez began working for the theater and dance department here on campus and at Berkeley Sound Artists to earn an income. When the opportunity opened up in San Francisco, Rodriguez jumped at the chance and used her previous experience here at East Bay to help her succeed in the professional world. Rodriguez states, "What I have going on right now is pretty solid, and the changes ahead will only be made for the betterment of my career. But what I would really love to see someday is a female sound engineer on the cover of a major audio magazine." Beach Blanket Babylon performs Wednesday through Sunday at Club Fugazi in San Francisco. For more information on the show and to see Rodriguez's talent in action, go to www.beachblanketbabylon.com.
One of CSU East Bay's most ambitious construction projects within the next couple years is the Destruct Warren Hall. Pioneer Web TV reporter Ariane Bautista has the details of how East Bay students feel about the deconstruction and the school's plans to fill the empty spot.
I'm Ariane Bautista, and I'm here reporting on the upcoming destruction of Warren Hall. It has been approximately 1 year since the iconic Warren Hall has shut its doors. Within the next year or so, plans to demolish the abandoned building will be put into action.
I think it's kind of sad because it kind of represents the school in a lot of ways. You know, when you can see it basically from all over Hayward, so it's like our icon in a lot of ways.
I guess you could say it's somewhat of a landmark because, I mean, you're driving like around, Fremont or like Hayward, and you can see where you go to school from like 10 miles away.
I honestly think that's a good idea if they were planning on replacing it. I thought a better idea would have been just retrofit the building because I heard it's such a hazard for earthquakes. I thought it would have been cheaper. But if there's going to be a project to make it look nicer, make it look better, safer, then I'm all for it. I think it's a good idea.
According to the Facilities, Planning, Design, and Construction Department, Warren Hall will be replaced with a new student housing structure along with a new dining commons area. The cost of this project is an estimated $50 million. Retrofitting the building would have cost approximately $3 million more.
As long as tuition and prices don't go up, it really doesn't bother me.
This has been Ariane Bautista with Pioneer Web TV News.
The demolition of Warren Hall will cost nearly $50 million. A new 67,000 square foot building will take its place.
Cal State East Bay held the 3rd annual Diversity Day on May 16th. The event featured clubs, colleges, and individuals who promoted diversity through video, workshops, and other productions. Pioneer Web TV reporter Will Burnick has the story.
In support of its commitment to a diversity community, Cal State East Bay showcased its multicultural strengths during the 3rd annual Diversity Day on May 16th on the Hayward campus.
This event takes about 2 quarters to plan. It usually begins right after the holidays, so in January. So between January and April. All of the planning usually takes place, and then the event actually gets launched in May. It takes about a little over 4 months to put together.
Faculty members as well as students were involved in the organization of the event by making monologues or videos that were shown throughout the event.
Well, one of the dancers that was in my class and a friend of ours helped film the video. We used the PE studio, and our teacher, Nina Aft, lent us video cameras to shoot the video.
Arthur Jenkins says they had their own exhibit at the event called Name That Privilege, a spin the wheel game, and a trivia quiz.
We had our own table exhibit that we put on from the Diversity Center, which was called Name That Privilege. We had an interactive game. Our primary student audience would come spin the wheel, and there would be different questions relating to privilege, one-on-one quotes from famous social justice activists, as well as, I lost the other piece, but we were here basically to present at the table.
Gail Young had the communication department participate, as they tend to always include diversity throughout their curriculum.
Well, the communication department was involved through my participation because I'm on the committee, the Faculty Diversity and Equity Committee. The department didn't actually have a presentation here, but we include diversity throughout our curriculum, and all of the teachers integrate it throughout the curriculum. They just didn't have time to create a poster for the event.
This event was an opportunity for faculty and students to discuss different issues about the CSUAB campus.
I serve on the committee that helps put this event on, and what we like to do is network and take the information that we've been discussing all year in our committee out to the rest of the campus community, and this is our way of doing it. So we really have a good time. We get to see what everyone's doing on campus, and they get to see what we're doing too.
Students and faculty all had a good experience at Diversity Day. They learned about each other and what the diversity community has to offer. This is Will Burnick reporting for Pioneer Web TV News.
Thanks, Will. Along with the different clubs and organizations, Diversity Day also featured a discussion panel to educate those who attended on how to cope with diversity in all situations.
Welcome back to Pioneer Web TV News.
There's a lot going on in sports, and our sports correspondent, Pioneer Pete, is here with the latest. Louder, please.
Sorry, man. I don't think this is going to work out. I'm sorry.
Last week, the intramural sports program held their quarterly All-Star break for their participants in the Raj Gymnasium. All-Star Week gives the players a break from the seriousness of regular basketball season and allows them to just have fun.
With our All-Star break, we have 3 different competitions. We have the 3-point competition, which is actually separated into a men's and a women's division. Then we also have the 2-ball competition, and we also have the skills competition, which is basically like an obstacle course.
Students get a chance to interact with each other and have a good time, get to know new people and things like that, and just overall have a good time while they're here on campus.
It was a 3-day event that held a men and women's 3-point contest, skills competition, a 2-ball competition, and ending with 2 All-Star games, a co-ed and competitive game.
We actually had 2 All-Star games and we separated them by the competitive league, which is the All or Nothing League, and our co-ed league. And it's pretty much, we just split the teams up, divide them up evenly, and we just let the players get a chance to play with each other, get to play with teams from other teams that they haven't played with yet, and play against people that they haven't played against yet.
Everybody has fun with the competitions. Now become a kind of a tradition, so people are asking about it prior to All-Star Week. So it's always a fun time. People are still competitive, trying to beat each other in the 3-point competition or best somebody's time in the skills competition. And so it's just something that is a way to kind of just get away from your classes and just have a fun time with other people just playing or watching. I would like to see a little bit more female participation. Our co-ed league is growing, actually, to the point where now we have more co-ed teams than the All or Nothing league, which is predominantly male. For example, last quarter we had the three-point contest where our staff would just hand them the basketball. Now we actually use racks.
I'll probably have to say just the game itself, because, you know, it's the closest thing to real, you know, competition. And, you know, it's just a fun experience. They get to laugh and joke with each other. It's not as serious as the rest of the games during the season.
I think the three-point competition is the most famous, just because it's highly recognizable. You know, a lot of people try to prove that they're the best three-point shooter.
Intramural playoffs will take place at the end of the quarter and will take a break for the summer. Intramurals will resume during the fall quarter in October.
A club on East Bay's campus called Women of Success hosted a talent show celebrating the end of the academic year. Reporter Troy Moore has the story.
CSU East Bay's Women of Success organization held their 4th annual talent show this weekend. This is an annual event thrown by the Women of Success organization who promote academic success and achievement to all CSU East Bay students.
I thought the show was phenomenal. I wish we would do this more often, but I'm happy that Women of Success throws the most poppin' events ever. I loved it. I just simply loved it.
I love the show. I always love the shows. The talent was really good, like as always. I really enjoyed Stance. They really did a good job.
Many students said they would love to return to the event next year to show their support to the organization.
Definitely. We'll have to come back because I'm going to be a 4th year. But without a doubt, I want to be a part of it now.
Of course, I'll come back next. This is my 2nd time coming, so I feel that I want to represent this more often. You know, I like to see who's out here and who's willing to perform.
I'm Troy Moore, signing out for Pioneer Web TV News.
The Women of Success organization hosts the talent show every year. To find more information about the organization, you could find them on Facebook, Women of Success, CSU East Bay. That concludes another show for us here at Pioneer Web TV. I'm Kylene Glover.
And I'm Alexandria Leavenworth. Thank you for joining us as we bring you the latest news and features on your campus. Have a great summer.